want to record today's stream as well. Just a second. I think now you should see, right? You should see SP500. Good. So let me check quickly what's going on in the market, because I was not really checking. Good. I was not checking anything today. I was writing article, was checking high time frame stuff, and I will talk about this today. So let me see what happened since yesterday and what happened today. So basically, Bitcoin bounced from this area, from this zone that was highlighted before. It's 70, I think it was 75, 76,000 levels area, but currently it's facing this resistance zone that it was standing before as a support. I think I already wrote about this in my section in Discord. Why it is support. It was support because we can see first, second, third, then here another time, like many times, it was bouncing from this area and giving a really nice bullish runs. And currently this area will stand as a resistance. Of course, if I saw that you shared that Trump speaks today. Of course, if there will be really something bullish, then today it should break above this resistance zone, or 81,000, 282,000 levels. Only if we will see a real breakout with 4-hour or daily close above this 0618 or 05 FIB levels, then we can talk about higher levels, and then we can focus on the long setups. But currently the trend is still bearish. We can see how coin was only downtrending, right? So right now it can again reject. Let me go back to 4-hour time frame. Let me turn off all this noise. So it I need it. So it can again reject from this area. Yesterday it already did. It rejected from a 0618 FIB level, or 81,240. You can see here, right? And gave. Let me go to 1 hour to show you what happened there. So basically, it came to this level and dropped almost 5%. Right? Right now we can see something like this, and if it will again reject and give a 4-hour close below these 2 FIBs, then this will be a good area to again open swing shorts, right? Or we have right now 2 hours and 38 minutes for this current 4-hour close. We can see that lately it was only choppy and consolidating at around the 0.75 FIB level. You can see this choppiness, like 1, 2, 3, 4-hour candles only were consolidating around this area. So if next hours or this current 4-hour time frame will be closed again below 0.75, then we can look for swing shorts already from current level. So let's see how the US market will open. It will give better direction on a lower time frame. Let me go to 1 hour. 1 hour it has a resistance at around 80,548. So let's see if next hour it will manage to break. Then next resistance zones will be again this 0.618 FIB or 0.5 both of them, they stand as a good resistance areas. Let me check Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance did break out above the 62.72 level, 62.72, and currently it could come to retest it, right? Because we can see that also price and EMAs is too extended, and then I put here FIPS, I don't remember why. In just a second, let me go to 4-hour. To 4-hour time frame, even if I will work only with Fibonacci and put FIPS from this low to this high, just a second. So, and if I will put FVGs, okay, FVGs, we have a lot of FVGs. So what could dominance do today? It could drop till the 0.75 and find a support, or if there will be a close, then could drop even a bit lower. If Bitcoin dominance will drop, it will be good for altcoins. In this case, we will see some still bullish run on altcoins, because I saw that some altcoins bounced pretty well. And of course, in this case, Bitcoin needs to also stay strong. What can happen? Like Bitcoin can come to this area and just start consolidating, and Bitcoin dominance meanwhile can drop, and this can be a good opportunity for altcoins to show themselves. Strong altcoins can keep pumping, but weak one will just chop around. And yeah, now let's check USD dominance. So basically nothing really big happened. We can see that it could reach this resistance zone that I talked about. Yeah, on high time frame, it comes to 0.5 level on Fibonacci and rejected. But let's go to daily. On daily, it has a support now at this area at 0.75 or 5.64, 5.53 Fibonacci. Sorry, not Fibonacci levels, but 5.64, 5.53 levels, which means that it could still drop 2, maybe 3% down and find its strong support here. In case it drops and finds support, this will be another area for another bounce. So be careful once USD dominance drops here. And on 4-hour, I also highlighted, I drew this, so slowly it's already playing out the idea, and only if we will see on 4-hour a close below, then of course it will completely change the structure, and the USD dominance will have a bearish structure, and maybe we will see something like this as we had from March 10, 11 till March 27, right? So it could do some slow downwards move and find then again a support somewhere at around 5.18, or here it has FEG on 4-hour, and of course it will be very bullish for crypto for short term. But we also need to see what will SP500 do. So we still have 3 minutes for its opening. Let me check what it did yesterday. So basically it was chopping around. It bounced from 4,860, this level was mentioned in the video, and as a result we can see this nice bounce close above 0.75. Next stop gonna be this area, 1.41 on Fips, or 5,335. This area can be interesting to look for shorts, but let me go to daily and see what we have on daily. No, let me go to weekly maybe. Yeah, on weekly we have this FAG as a resistance, and let me put Fips. I'm putting Fib from this high to this low, and we can see that this golden pocket comes exactly to weekly FAG, right? So both, like not both, but all these three levels can be strong resistance levels, and we need to see the reaction from 0.5, then 0.618, then 0.75. And I should say that this weekly close should be really important if on a daily time frame or smaller time frames we will see a strong bearish reaction from this Fips or from this weekly FEG, right? Something like now price comes to 0.5 and rejects, or price managed to pump till 0.618 and rejects really strongly and closes below below the 0.5, you know, this will tell us that bears are still strong, and that will mean that most probably the move will be downtrending towards this next support levels. So right now, if you have any longs, I would say that be careful. Soon there should be resistance levels, and soon will be time to book your longs, and either look for short setups, or just wait, like book your longs, move stop loss to break even, and wait if there will be if bulls will be strong and will manage to break this resistance levels that I talked about right now. And as I wrote in Discord, I didn't take any new positions because I was busy with writing this article, and it just takes a lot of time, and I need just to focus and write. So I didn't have time for that. If anyone has any questions, I can reply now. Then I will talk about like what did I see on a high time frames when I was writing the article. So does anyone have any questions? Meanwhile, when you're writing, I will check other stuff. I want to check Wix, what's going on with Wix. Okay, Bitcoin looks weak. So let me check DXY. I didn't check even DXY, nothing. Gold, Euro, crazy dump. Okay. So market is open. This bounce 0.75. But Wix. So anyone, guys, anyone has any questions? So market is open. Okay, I can see that also USD dominance has found a support on this 4-hour FVG. Let me go to 1 hour and see what's going on. 15 minutes. 15 minute is holding this low at around 572. Let's see if it will manage to break lower. I will set an alarm. SP500. So it is about to face first resistance. Let's see. Would you recommend building more shorts or focus on swing longs that would come from dump? Right now, I am still bearish, and I will explain later why. Like, I don't know, even it's a bit complicated to be honest in my head. High time frame market still bearish, and it has more chances to dump more, but lower time frame, of course, if we are trading altcoins, crypto is a bit different with working with crypto, because some altcoins, they can be super manipulative, and even if Bitcoin will find its range, you know, some short term, I mean like few days of consolidation range, and if Bitcoin dominance will start declining, of course this can be a good trigger for altcoins to give some bounce, and some bounce, it can be 5%, can be 10%, you know. But overall, I'm still bearish, and I'm expecting that Bitcoin will still reach this and this levels. It's just a matter of time, as we can see. For example, to make this last drop that we had on April 6th, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to make this crazy move. All right, so maybe, who knows, Bitcoin will start again consolidating here and then give another drop. And of course, while this range, we need to pay attention on Bitcoin dominance. If it is declining and gives really bearish signs, and as total 3 versus Bitcoin gives us more bullish signs, then we should check that altcoins that have relative strengths. Like for example, I saw Fartcoin was doing crazy things and still doing. For example, if it will break down this resistance, it can give a bounce of 37% and come and reach this high or this daily FEG. So it is a bit complicated thing. Since we're working with altcoins, if it would be only about stock, it's a bit easier, because stock markets, it's not that manipulative as crypto. But overall, I'm personally more focused on shorting market, and right now I said that if we will see again rejection from this area, you know, then we can keep shorting. And this is what actually happening, and SP500 almost came to the 0.5. Well, we still have few time, maybe it will chop and where it is, and give one more push up and then dump. I don't know, but overall high time frame, I'm still bearish, and I will explain it a bit later what I see. So yeah, it's not time for swing longs in my opinion. If any coin will give a scam pump and will reach any daily FEG or weekly FEG, like strong resistance zone, it will be a good opportunity to short. Simmer down a lot of on outs still left, but reflection really big push. For the BTC short, for the Bitcoin short, for me will be where it's Bitcoin. If today we will see a close, like I don't know, something will happen during this 10 hours, and Bitcoin will manage to go back up towards to this 0618 level, or best case 05, and will manage to give a daily close above this area. The same thing as we had here. Let me show you. Good example. This area, March 9, we had this crazy dump. March 10, adjusted like fake bounce and then dropped. March 11, this bullish close. If today, during this 10 hours, Bitcoin will manage to give a close above this 0.5, then it is a good sign. Then it can go back higher, like give 6% of the move at least, and reach again this resistance zone that we have here. Let me highlight it like this. So it's around 78,000 levels, and then only if it will break above this area, then we can talk about 94 and even 104,000 levels. All right, but so far, even if I will zoom out, we can see that it's still downtrending, right? Rejecting here, rejecting here, here. So yeah, today close is important. Then weekly still nothing for me. So yeah, let's see if during this 10 hours some magic will happen. And another thing, SP500, I will just be very bullish only if I will see a weekly bullish close. Would be perfect for me to see a close above this 100 TMA, or somehow wait, I think I have here, yeah, this FIBS, or at least above 0.5 FIB level. Okay, then the chances that SP500 will go higher from here will increase, and then the chances that it will push towards to 0.75 will be much higher. And then of course, if we will see next week also bullish, I mean like this weekly close, green one, green one, then of course it will completely change the structure, this bearish structure, and it will look like V-shaped recovery, the same as it did here. You see, during this October 2023 dump, then what can be a good example here? For example, June 2022, like it was dumping, then boom, we have a crazy green candle. Or here, October 2022, or here, for example, you know, here, like there are a lot of examples that you can compare with, right? So let's say this week is important, and today for Bitcoin, for SP500 this week, for Bitcoin already today, and then yeah, then we will see. But let me delete this and this. But let me go to this chart, and this is what I was checking, I was writing today. So I don't know if you saw my tweet or not. So I posted this chart. Let me turn off. So I posted this chart. So what do we have here? It's 12 like yearly chart. Of course, it's still super early to talk about it yet. Like if there will be this crazy dump or not. But I was comparing in 12 months with other time frames, and I think that the chances that SP500 will give another dump until wait a second, what do I have here? This, I don't need it. Until this green zone area is, for me personally, it's super high. So currently SP500 bounced from 0.5 fib level, and next area support, like strong support area, usually stands at 0.75 Fibonacci zone. So I think there will be still a dump, and just a matter of time, and a dump of approximately 10-11%, maybe 12%. I highlighted here two levels. These two levels for me interesting zone to pay attention to. So I have 4,358 and 4,135 area, and then we will go to lower time frames and we will see like what stands at this area on the lower time frames. But from the Fibonacci, it gave me these two levels. Then like this first fib that I took from this low till this high, and then I put another fibs from this COVID low till this recent high that we had, and it gave me also these two levels. 0.5 comes just a little bit below 4,358, and then 0.75 comes approximately to this 1.41 fib levels that showed me when I put from this low to this high. All right, so as we know, who uses Fibonacci, we know that 0.75 can stand as a strong support, and if the price closes below 0.75, then we have big chances to face another support area at around 1.41 fib level. So currently this zone will be the most important to hold. If SP500 will not manage to hold this area, and on a lower time frames like 6 months, 3 months, monthly, we will see a close below at least 0.75. This will just confirm that bears are leading the market, and the trend will be still bearish until this area. Just please don't look at the time, because I don't know how fast this all will play out. It doesn't mean that if I drew all these lines until, for example, January 2027, it means that we will have bear market till January 2027. No, it's just a chart. Don't look at the times. And then yeah, so why I'm bearish, like a high time frame, we can see here, first of all, bearish divergence on 12 monthly time frame, right? Price here goes up, RSI goes down, and it is again facing this 70 level on the RSI. And then we have already this first red candle after 2 years of bullish trend, which already gives us a sign that trend is most probably will shift. Now the question is if it will give if it will manage to break below the 70 on RSI, and if it will do it, it means that we will have a bearish momentum, the same as chart shows us here. We can see that, look at this period of time, 1990 until 2000, like 2022, no, 2002, sorry. We could see this crazy rally, bullish rally, the price was super far from the EMAs, and I said about this many times that it's not healthy when the prices just goes up and EMAs are very far from the price, and it has this kind of how to call it, like gaps, like uh, like for example, even here the price was going only up, and EMAs are super far from each other. So it always was bringing some strong heavy corrections, the same as we can see during 2000, 2020, 2001, 2002, and only after coming to this EMAs it was bringing, like showing a real bottom in the market, and since then the price never came back to these levels. So now it's just a matter of time, but I think the bear market is here. Of course it's 12 months a time frame, and everything can happen during this time, but I think that this year will be definitely bearish, but closer to the 2026 SP500 will find its bottom. Of course, if it will just drop this year towards to this strong Fibonacci or this strong EMAs, then it will be just perfect, and we don't have to struggle like 2-3 years in the bear market. I will be only happy. And then I also highlighted these areas on the RSI, which is 62.55 and 51.94. Why I highlighted them? We can see that every time the RSI was coming to 62.71, it was showing that it's reversing, like it was showing a strength at this area. And if we look at the price, we can see that it was showing a bottom. Then another area is 51.94. We can see last time when it came to this level, the price came even to 50 EMA and then found its bottom. Another examples can be on the older charts. Just a second, let me zoom in. So what do we see here? We can see this drop in 1973. I don't know what happened there, but we can see that on RSI it flipped below 70, right? As a result, we can see this 2 year of the bearish trend, these two red candles, and then it found bottom once it reached this 51.94 level on the RSI. And also once RSI came to this level, prices also came to this EMAs. In my case, I have 26 EMA and 50 EMA. Then another example, this period of time in 1929, and I also don't have no idea what happened there. Whenever RSI flipped below 70, we can see this crazy drop. Here it was 4 years of the downtrend. Then once RSI found its support, here we can see that price also found its support and then never came back. Oh my god, back then SP500 cost only $5. Insane. So yeah, now let's go to 6 monthly time frame. And what did I see here on 6 monthly time frame? Well, 6 monthly time frame will close in 2 months and 23 days. What I can see is that it's also already flipped below 70, and whenever RSI flips below 70, it gives bearish momentum, right? The same what I said in previous chart, 12 monthly time frame. So the same we have right now with on a 6 monthly chart. So we already have a drop, like we are experiencing it right now, this bearish momentum. Right here I have still these levels, and even if I put fips from this level to this high, we can see that fips like this 0.75 fip come exactly to this green box area. So yeah, what I want to say, so we have here 0.75. Then why another thing why I still expect that during this year we will have bearish trending, because there is this red candle close, and it was completely how to say it, just a second, I forgot this word, I need to translate, just don't go anywhere. I'm sorry for my English. Damn. Yeah, this pattern called just I even write down it just not to forget. So this pattern called bearish engulfing pattern. Okay, it usually also gives a reversal signal in trading. So in our case, it gives us signals that bullish trend is reversing back to bearish, right? And also why it's not showing here, okay, just a second, maybe I will try to share another screen with you, or maybe I will send it to the chat. Just a second, because I want to send you candlestick patterns so you understand what is going on. Just a second, I will send it to you to the chat, and I will see if I will manage to put it on this chart as well. So here it is. I'm sending it to the chat. So you can see it. Copy, and let me see. Yeah, I could copy it and put, oh no, and put it here. So we can see that currently we have this kind of situation. So here our first red candle on a 6 monthly time frame, right? So usually next candles should be also red or downtrending. Example, here we had first red candle, then we had another drop on the next 6 monthly candle, right? Then another example can be this, right? We had first red, then 1 2 3 down, first red, then okay, many times red candles down, you know, and so on. And especially since currently the price is on the highs, RSI has bearish divergence, like there are a lot of other bearish confirmations. That's why I also expect that next 6 monthly candle will be also bearish, and which starts in July 2025 and ends until the end of this year, right? So if we will have something next month, something not next month but next 6 months, the candle something like this, let me show you something, oops, sorry, something like this but red, and would be nice to see a really strong wick, like long wick below, like this, the same as we had during this COVID crash. You see this red candle? This is the candle of the COVID crash. We had a crazy dump towards the 2200 level, then crazy buy, and as a result the candle closed like this, like a hammer, right? And then we had this uptrend. So I don't know also if you saw or not, I wrote in Twitter that I am a buyer in Q4 of 2025. So I hope that market will really bounce from this area and will give a strong buy signal. So this is what I expect on the long term perspectives, and I hope that this bearish trend will not last long. Then if we go to 3 monthly time frame, for 3 monthly we still have 2 months, just a second. So 3 monthly already downtrending. We see that it flipped below 70, right? That's why we're having this bearish candles, like bearish trend already. First month, second month, not months, but first 3 monthly candles and second 3 monthly candle, right? And if we put Fips again, nothing changed, still 0.75, comes to this green zone area, this first green box area, right? And also what we can see that we have here this 26 EMA, which previously was standing as a good EMA for buying. This was during the COVID crash, right? Here it almost came, but it almost came and bounced. Then here, for example, another example, right? And then I could also see that SP 500 really respects 50 EMA. So as we can see here, it bounced from 50. Here it was bouncing from 50. Here it also bounced from 50 and 26. So which means that any bounce we see now, it doesn't mean that the bottom is in. All right, it means that any bounce we have, it's better to short and focus still on shorts. And also it means that it is not time yet to start investing. All right, I also checked stock market. Apple, look at this yearly candle, doesn't look bullish, and it's also flipping below 70. And I think that it is possible that Apple will give us prices like $100, $80 than Amazon. For example, long ago I highlighted these two levels. It is possible that it will come to these areas. Also, it has, even on 6 monthly time frame, it has this bearish divergence. We can see RSI here goes down, right? And on a chart it goes up. All right, now so yeah, I checked not all stocks but most of them, and I still think that it's early to buy. I will wait for the discounts, of course. Meanwhile, on the lower time frames like weekly or daily, there can be some good bounces, and of course if the trend on a lower time frame will be strong and bullish, we will try to long, if we will see that even after a strong bounce on the lower time frame, like for example daily time frame, as the price is coming to strong resistance level, we should keep in mind that all right, this is a resistance level. High time frame like 3 monthly, we're still downtrending, like there's still high chances to go lower, so we are opening again swing shorts. All right, so if longing, please manage your size, because overall bears are still in priority. So yeah, and I will start buying at this area once price comes, because from this area the chances that SP500 will give a nice bounce of 20% will be higher than buying right now here, like, because on the 3 months I still see that it will go a bit lower, and on 6 monthly we see this picture, right, that RSI is flipping below 70. So during this 2 months we will still have another strong bearish drop. Just a second. Yeah, so it's still, in my opinion, it's still early to start investing and buying the dips, like real dips. And then I was checking this TZA. TZA came to this resistance, where it is 0.5, and rejected, right? But when I checked higher time frame, I think I was checking monthly. Just a second. Maybe weekly. Okay, I think it was weekly. Or okay, I'm a bit confused which time frame I checked, but there was some close that was super bullish to me, like it only confirmed the bullishness. All right, I think it was this 3 weekly time frame. Yeah, it was 3 weekly time frame. So what do we see right now here? We see that on 3 weekly time frame, which should close in 9 days, we still have time, but I see that it broke above the middle, and last time when it found its top was when on the RSI it came to 58, 59 levels. You see this crazy wicks on the RSI, and so yeah, it still has a space to go higher, right? If according to RSI, then if we look on the chart, first of all, it did close above previous high, this area, or above 19. First of all, let me just delete these things, I don't need it, or above 1963, and then it closed above 2026 EMAs. And usually whenever we see a close above the strong EMAs 2026, next stop usually it's 50 EMA. So which means that during this during high on 3 weekly time frame, we can still see a bounce towards to 0.75. I still have this area, or even much higher towards to this EMA. Also, we should keep in mind that EMAs they move, even if currently this 50 EMA is at 46 level. During next 3 weekly time frame, it can move and go a bit lower towards to, for example, this area 43.98, and also it comes to this resistance zone. We can see that previously price was coming, rejecting, going down, and every close below 43.98 was giving a downtrend on this TZA, and TZA stands as a share, like it's a bearish share. It shows when bears are still strong or not, and in current situation it only confirms that it should still pump higher, which means that market should still go lower, right? I have a next resistance is 0.75 classic, and then I will highlight this, not highlight, but I will put an alarm at 44 levels, like 43.98, and we'll see a reaction there, and this will be another like a trigger for me that the bottom is in the market, and like short-term bottom is in, right? Then let's go to weeks. Let's check weeks, not weeks. Okay, what do we have on weeks? On weeks we can see that it came to 57.28, right? I have next level is 80. If you remember, I said that for me the bottom, the sign of the bottom will be once I see wicks above 70 and reaching at least 76, 77 areas, which was last time. Whenever wicks was reaching these levels, it was giving us the bottom signals, right? Like this was in 2008, this was in 2020 during the COVID crash. So I still I'm still waiting for the wicks to reach, oh sorry, it was monthly. So on monthly it should reach 77, and on the weekly it should reach 84, at around 84, like 84, because whenever it was reaching this super overbought conditions areas, it was giving us a bottom signals in the market. So we can see March, this COVID crash. Then if we go here, we can see the 2008, right? And right now wicks did pump, but still it didn't go to this 87, 88 level on the RSI. So I think that even if it will now give some correction, well, it is already happening, it can find a bottom again at around 0.75. I put Fips already, and then again give another bounce. So yeah, please just be careful with your longs. Still, like you can see that there are still a lot of bearish signs in the market. All right, so yeah, bottom is not in yet. We still need to wait and be patient. What else? Let's go to Bitcoin and see what can happen with Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, I think it's a bit complicated because crypto has its own character a bit, and sometimes it has really good correlation, but sometimes it doesn't really have a good correlation with the stock market. So on 12 months, nothing yet. Let's go to 6 monthly time frame. So the same with SP500, as I was telling you, we have on 6 monthly now this crazy bearish divergence, right? RSI goes down, here price goes up. Let me turn off. Yeah, for 6 monthly we have 2 months left, 2 months and 23 days left for the candle close. So what can happen during this time? Let's see what Fibonacci shows. If I will just put Fibs, it gives me these 3 levels. All of them are important. So what can happen? first possibility is during this 2 months and 23 days, Bitcoin will reach around 62,952 level and give a bounce. In this case, we need to see what's going on the lower time frame, because here, let me delete all of it, I don't need, it's not relevant anymore. What else I have here? It's all just noise. Yeah, this is much better. So during this 2 months 23 days, Bitcoin can reach 0.5. Why it can? Because I'm still expecting downtrend in US market, so that's why I'm still bearish. That's why I say that the bottom is not still in until, of course, I see a real some confirmations on a lower time frame, and as I said before, like weekly close super bullish, and for example Bitcoin breaks above 88,000 levels, from here, from current area, goes up, and then of course it changed the structure a bit. But overall, from what I see right now, I expect that first interesting zone where Bitcoin can find a support will be 0.5. But will it be a bottom? I cannot say, because if we go to lower time frames, here at this area, where it is, at this area will be a lot of resistance levels, and from each resistance level it can reject and go lower if SP500 will keep showing its weakness, and if it will go to this levels that I talked about before. All right, so we are also looking at SP500, what US market is doing. But overall, on 6 monthly time frame, this level can be interesting. Worst case, of course, can be the 0.75. In case 0.5 level is lost, price can come to 0.75, which comes to 40,000 level. Level. And if we go to 3 monthly, on 3 monthly, the 0.75 also stands at around this EMAs, but since EMAs move, we can see that on 3 monthly time frame, this EMAs come closer to 0.618. So maybe Bitcoin will not really drop till 0.75, but will do some fake out towards to 0.618 and find the bottom somewhere here. This is also possible, but of course also another thing, we should pay attention on lower time frames like monthly. If monthly close will be really like bullish, like it will give a V shape, close V shape recovery, because in case, for example, price goes down and closes below 0.5 and keeps rejecting, then of course we will have more chances to go a bit lower towards to 0.75, which I can see right now on the monthly time frame comes to 100 EMA. And as we can see, as history shows us, that whenever Bitcoin was coming to 100 EMA, it was always showing its bottom. And honestly, from the RSI side, I would also want to see it come and reach this area. Style, middle line, I don't need. So this area. I cannot give exact level, because we can see in January 2019 it bounced from 43 on the RSI. In December 2022 it bounced from the 40, so I'm just highlighting this area, and we will have to see, once RSI comes here, we need to see that it's starting its consolidation, some deviation, you know, the same as it did before. Even here in 2015, even in 2015, it came approximately to this green box area. So let me do it like this. So yeah, I would want to see something like that, but more bullish scenario for Bitcoin is, as I said, if it will find a support on 0.5, like now it drops a bit, and then find support somewhere here. It can be either 62,952, or maybe it will not really touch this level, but will bounce already from this 20 EMA as it used to do before. If we just check the history, we can see here bounce from 20 EMA, right? Here it bounced from 20 EMA. So currently 20 EMA comes to say 69,400, like 69,000 area. So Bitcoin could also come here, then bounce, but will it give a new all-time high from here? This is a question for me for now, because I need to see a confirmation on SP 500 that it really bottomed, you know. Then what can happen also? For example, SP 500 finds its bottom, as I said, at this area, and gives a nice bounce of 20%, 25%. This can be also a trigger, a good trigger for Bitcoin to go much higher and maybe go to new all-time high, but not towards to $125,000 or $140,000. It can do something like this. We put FIPS. Let's say it bounces from 0.5, right? So what can Bitcoin do? It can give a bounce till 0.75, then reject and go lower, or where it is 1 for 1, or it can break 0.5, go to 119, and then again reject, and in this case it will give a correction, something like this, like more deep, because as I said, from the RSI side, I would want to see a healthy correction. I want to see RSI lower, and here I would also want to see a healthier correction. A healthy correction means, if we go to high time frame, like let's say 6 months, I think is enough. Like, it's not normal when the price is too far from EMAs. It is not healthy. Healthy correction is we pump, we correct. You see here price came to EMAs, then gave another bullish trend which lasts from 2023 till now. Then, you know, I want to see another correction to touch this EMAs, and then after this we can say that okay, Bitcoin will go to 140 or maybe even higher, you know. And the same with SP 500. Here I can take 12 monthly time frame. Like, this price action is not healthy. Price is super far from the EMAs. The further this EMAs, the stronger and deeper correction will be. Example, this is a good example in my opinion, or we can go check other timeline. Here, for example, price was going only up, EMAs were too far, and then boom, 2 years of the correction. Here was something similar. Price was simply pumping, you know, and then boom, it corrected even deeper. It went lower than this low, you know, and so on. So yeah, so if you're looking to invest, I think now it's not a time. There will be better times. Just be patient. Of course, if you want just for short-term time, then okay, just manage your the size, you know, risk management and all the stuff. So yeah, let's go to daily. What do we see? Yeah, on the daily, I have the swing short, and I have highlighted this. Look, this zone and this zone, which perfectly come to these areas that I talked about recently on a higher time frame. Yeah, even 0.5. 0.5, I said it comes to 62,952. And if we go to this daily chart, we can see that this 69, what, 62 I have here. Okay, so it comes to these fib levels. All right, so just keep in mind that the chance to come here still high, but of course we will see how it will react first from this support zone, because here we have also strong fib levels on a lower time frame, and strong we have here FEG, right? And for this chart to play out, we still have 2 months and 23 days. It doesn't mean that no, now you should only short and that's it. Like high time frame, you should still keep in mind that the price can come here, but what will happen during this 2 months and 23 days, we should check on the lower time frames, like weekly, daily, and so on. Is anyone here? It's so silent, no one is writing anything. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Of course, everything what I talked about will be recorded, and I'm still writing this article, and I will share it with you, with all levels. A stream to start this early. For me, it was writing 6 p.m. my time, so I started at 6 p.m. my time. Damn, I'm already talking 1.5 hours, by the way. Crazy. Oh, let's check Ethereum. This one is super shit. By the way, this level was so good. This limit long. Look how it bounced from this level. We could take at least 10-11% of the pump, but okay, whatever. Yes. Let me go to this chart. Where it is. 3 months. So yeah, from technical side, this is good area to buy. All right, because we see strong fibs. We can see this FVG on many time frames. If I even like on monthly, even on 3 monthly time frame, it shows me FVG, you know. Then let me go to 6 months and see if there will be something. Yeah, even on the 6 monthly time frame, it has at this area FVGs. So technically, yes, it is a good area to buy. And even if I turn on EMAs, even from the EMA side, it is a good level to buy. So why not, right? even if I'm expecting the price to drop to 0.75, what the market can do? It can bottom here and then give a nice bounce towards the first coming resistance zone, and this bounce can be like 30%, maybe 40%, I don't know. And of course it will be super good for altcoins. We all know how altcoins can be crazy once Bitcoin finds bottom. And also, according to Bitcoin dominance, I have these two levels, 65 and 70. And if you remember last time I said that if Bitcoin dominance will close above 70, then it means that it will continue going higher. All right, first level comes for me 65. Why I chose this level? It's just simply because of this EMA. It's a 20 EMA, and just the chart doesn't show me the history, but I think this EMA was going this like this, and last time it rejected. All right, we still have for the 6 monthly candle to close like 2 months and 23 days. I will need to see what will happen during these 2 months. If it will give a close above 65, which I think it will, then next stop gonna be 70. And of course, if it will pump another 8%, it will be a disaster for altcoins. That's why I'm not even giving any spot setups for altcoins, and I'm not advising you to buy anything right now, even though yes, some altcoins already dumped 100% and so on. I still think that it's super risky, and especially with this chart that I see that Bitcoin can still drop another let's say 15-20%. With altcoins it's risky. But once Bitcoin dominance finds its resistance, and maybe will do something similar as it did in 2020, like during the COVID crash, and will give a dump just to retest this 100 EMA, and this dump can be 8 to 10%. This will be a crazy time for altcoins, and people will call it alt season, but for me it will be just a bounce from the lows, from the, I don't know, 2020 2000 something lows, you know. So yeah, we need just to wait and buy even cheaper, like buy stuff even cheaper when they will cost even less. So yeah, technically this can be a good area to buy, but if it will give lower, okay, how much lower it can give from this area? Let's take middle, let's take 57,000, so it can give another 30%. But as we know, Bitcoin has a crazy power to recover super fast. So if you want to really invest for long terms, I think these 3 levels can be interesting to start accumulating. Of course, not going all in, but for example, buy here 10% from your portfolios, and here 20%, and here 30%, you know. And yeah, that's how you will build your portfolio. And of course, once I see a real bottom on US market, this will be a good time to start buying stock market, because I think that stock market can give really cheap prices near future. So yeah, please don't overtrade, and don't try to catch any long whenever Bitcoin will nuke just a little bit, or whenever altcoin will nuke just a little bit. Just wait, look on a high time frame, focus on a high time frame, strong levels, and wait for these levels. You are in BTC, change to ETH. Wait a second, I was talking about this. I'm going now to HTF. HTF. Yeah, I will not be surprised to see HTF at this lows, as I said before, especially according to chart. Let me turn off. According to this chart, it looks super ugly on many time frames, even 12 months. I think it will come to this 12 monthly FVG, and probably once it dumps, it will give some V-shape recovery. Of course, V-shape we should find on the lower time frames, right? Confirmations, but yeah. So if someone believes in Ethereum, like this is best area, in my opinion, to buy. One of the best. Of course, if it will, let me go to lower time frames. Let's say I'm expecting Bitcoin, sorry, not Bitcoin, Ethereum to come to $439, $600, just approximate prices, because it's here a lot of support levels, right? But if I will see a monthly, even monthly close below this 400, then expect that it's just another altcoin that can go much lower, even towards to this low, 2018, 2020, you know, or $100, and maybe go down. I don't know, like it's Ethereum, like with altcoins it's always complicated. With stock market it's easier because you know the fundamentals, you know the company, you know the CEO, you know, like the company was not built in one day. You know, altcoins, it's different story. Sometimes you don't know even who is the owner and where he is, if he is real or not. You know, there are so many scam projects, and maybe, who knows, maybe Ethereum will also go that low and will I don't know when it will recover. So yeah, Bitcoin so far it just proved that it's stronger than other stuff in crypto, but this Ethereum altcoins we can see how they're acting. So yeah, be careful with please calculate how much you can put into something and how much you can lose, because crypto is a really high risk asset to trade. So yeah, and for scalp long, actually it was a good area to long, but it's okay. We can see that now it rejected already from this FAG and it can go lower. Let's see, maybe it will give a good reaction from $1,000. I still have here this alarm set, and I will see. Maybe for some short-term trade we can long from here. This I will delete. So anyone has any questions? Hi, it's okay. The stream will be recorded. It's recording, so I will share it. I don't know why it is so strong, but what I saw is that a lot of big accounts are again shilling it and writing only bullish tweets. Even some very respected trader today wrote about it, and it was a bit sad for me to see that tweet. But currently I can see that it just came to this resistance zone, this trend line. Then I have this another chart, and here, what do we have here? So basically it came to the 0.75, and if it will close below this level today, then it will be a good opportunity to short, but manage your risks, because since I see this big accounts are again shilling Fartcoin, maybe they want to again take some liquidity, you know, from the market. Fartcoin can do also this: consolidate, give another pump, and then reject either from this daily FVG or from this weekly FVG. Just if you long, manage your risks. All right, even if you short, still manage your risks, because this area is area of uncertainty. It can be strong resistance or support. Currently, I don't see like clean confirmations that the trend is shifting to the bearish. Yes, it rejected from this highs, but as I said, it can still just consolidate here and then boom up. So if there will be no close on 4 hour below 0.618, then if you have short, then better close your short. If there will be a close on 4 hour below 0.618, then you can keep your short set up until this levels that you can see on the chart. Like this chart I made long ago, but still all these levels are still really strong, still relevant. You can pay attention to them. So yeah, I would say right now this 0.618 fib level is important to break. Curve, yes. So yeah, Fartcoin, maybe just big accounts, they want to grab liquidity, you know. Be careful. So curve. Okay, so what do we see? It dumped, as I said before, and bounced exactly from this 0.75. Was a really nice bounce. I missed it. Personally, I missed it. So if will it continue going up? I need to see again a daily close. I need a confirmation today. If you have long, better book some of your position here, move stop loss to break even, and look how daily close will be. If it will close above this 0.5, then it's good. Then it is good. Then it can go. Oh, wait a second. Just wait a second. Let me check other time frames. It looks strong so far. So far it looks strong, even 2D. Okay. So what can I say? Just a second, I need to check all time frames, because right now it looks more bullish, but let me check other time frames. So I will take this 3 monthly. No, nothing. Check 3 weekly. I just need to see resistance zones, if it has any right now. So it has this area. I will highlight it like this just for myself. And then this one, 2 weekly. Even on 2 weekly it has this resistance. Weekly, okay. Okay, even though right now curve looks super bullish, I would say it has main resistance, this weekly FVG. So weekly FVG, I put this fibs. No, I will delete it. I will go to lower time frame and we'll put fibs on the lower time frame. So okay, I will work with this area at first. So what do we have here? It has, looks like it will give a pump, but towards to this daily FEG, and also this area in general, this area itself in general has very strong resistance zone, and on many different time frames. I saw on weekly, on monthly it has FEGs. So I would say even if there will be a bounce, if you have a long, you can now book some and move stop loss to break even. But even if it will give another bounce, then pay attention to this area or to the 0.75 level. If it will pump and will not manage to close above the 0.75 with a daily candle, then most probably this will be another good opportunity to short towards to this support area and lower. Or another thing is if today, let's go to 4 hour, okay, we already see it. If today let's go to 4 hour, no, I would take this area probably. I will take this 4 hour FEG. If upcoming hours this curve will give a close below 0.6 of 0.4679, then there will be no another pump towards to this 0.75. Then this was another top on another top, and it will continue going lower. Also we can see that currently it rejected from this 4 hour FEG, but we need to see, we need to wait. Like I would be bearish on curve only if I see a close below 0.4679. Otherwise 2D looks more bullish to me. Daily looks also interesting. I would not long from current level, definitely. All intervals, let me go to daily. If talking daily time frame, and if you would want to long, then just put fib from the low to high. If there will be, if the high will be this, then you can long from again 0.75 or from 0.41, 42 levels. But if it will manage to give a close today above 0.4771, then any low time frame correction will be good to long, and it will mean that next 2D will be also bullish, and it will do a candle like this, not red one but green one, and then this area will still stand as a resistance. So yeah, somehow like this, and I will be super bullish only if it will really break this resistance zone. Otherwise it will go lower towards to this area. Was it did you understand my view? Also on 4 hour look, it was closing all the time lower and lower. It could do also the same now, chop 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 before giving another push down. We can see that it has this tendency to just chop, you know. It's not like fart going up down and that's it. No, it can consolidate a bit, then give a good move. So yeah, it breaks. Now it could be range. Yeah, it can just range between 0.6, yeah, yes. But of course, if there will be no bullish bitcoins and no bullish altcoins, but who knows, maybe some scam pump also can be, right? Because monthly, for me, monthly looked close to interesting, but who knows, maybe it will just chop. It's hard to say right now. But if it will break that level 0.6, then it can give a pump till these levels, and then of course it's monthly still, but if you will see on a daily or weekly a nice pump, at least about 0.5, then it can go higher towards to this highs. But it's just my thoughts. On a lower time frame, right now it's 50-50. It could just chop here, but of course if it will lose this 4-hour FVG, then most probably it will just go lower, the same as it did here. Same as it did here, choppy, and then down. So yeah, I see Bitcoin is going down, Ethereum as well. What's going on with okay, SP 500, as I said, yeah, rejecting just a little bit, and it could touch this resistance, but it came to this 4-hour FVG and rejected. Not good. Yeah, we can see that market is still weak, like bears are still leading, bulls are still weak. So, and altcoins right away gave a nuke. What is this? TIA already boom on 1 hour. What is this? I think it's a good time to short now. LGO is even weaker. Like you see, every altcoin is a bit different, so need to be careful what you trade, what you short, what you long. This is how altcoins are. Some can be still strong, as we talked now with the about curve, right? It can still chop here, like see it on 1 hour, it's really not doing much if comparing with the same LGO, for example. LGO is just nuking. Look at this 1 hour candle and this 1 hour. Yeah. So any other questions? If there are no questions, then I will finish my stream. I will save it and will share it with you later. So those who joined later, they can check what I was talking about, my high time frame view for this year, about market, about SP 500, Bitcoin, and so on. So I think no questions. If no questions, that I'm turning off. All right. Thank you for joining. Yes, and I will share the article, so it will be more clean with all the charts, levels. you know. So yeah, see you all in Discord. Stop sharing, and how to stop recording.